Hey, welcome to Little Hollow Homestead. Today is the end of meat chicken raising season. So my invention this year was this collapsible portable chicken tractor that is roughly 5 feet wide by 16 feet long. I've raised 50 Cornish cross chickens in this. In my opinion, it was a great success. They were raised, they were very clean, very healthy, ate a lot of grass. The meat turned out really well. So now let's see if my theory holds true and this collapses as easy as I think. It's all done with zip ties. So we just find a zip tie and snip it. And there's a lot of them. An awful lot of them. But I don't have to have this big behemoth stored in my yard all year long. And I have made some modifications as most crazy inventors do over the last couple of months. And I have a little helper. Oh, you're just looking for shade. You're not helping. It's not shady, is it? What we got here? Mr. Yellow. And Mr. Yellow needs some love. Let's get your butt into shade, buddy. There we go. Shade, love, a little of both. There we go. All right, we'll just keep snipping here. Sure wish I was the guy that invented zip ties. Best invention. I love it. So you can see, if you didn't see my video when I made this thing. So we have the tarp. Then I put this in for insulation. It has done well protecting against cold and heat. So that's worked out real well. Okay, well, I'll keep snipping and we'll bring you back when it gets exciting again, because this is the boring bit.
Come on, let's go find some shade. Let's go find some shade, little pup.
Come help me hold these tarps up. Wearing a black t-shirt on a hot day was probably not my best decision today. But we're gonna power through. So first tarp's off. Now the insulating, stuck, chewed on, grass covered, insulation moving blankets will come off. We'll make sure they're nice and dry before we store them. They were in pretty rough shape before we started, so I'm not surprised that they got chewed up a little. Especially the puppies were very intrigued by the meat chickens. I think they were equally as scared as curious. But they were fun to watch, interact with the meat chickens. Did I mention how much I like zip ties yet? did go old school on the corners here with some good old baling wire. We're going to leave these slides, for lack of a better term, on. We'll leave those attached, because they should store nicely. Okay. We're exposing the underbelly and the inner workings of the chicken tractor. Now you kind of see how I had it set up. I had this heat lamp for a while. Came in really handy. And then this cross brace was one of my modifications, because as you tried to turn a corner as you were maneuvering this, it would kind of collapse right here. So this kept everything spread and worked quite well. And this piece is going to be reusable from year to year, so I'll just store it with the rest of it. And we don't have to reinvent the wheel next year with that part. This part just comes right off. So he says, this is where I put some chickens in here that were a little too small and they were sneaking through there. So there you go. So that piece will store separately from everything else. We don't want to run over that with the lawnmower for obvious reasons. And let's snip the back. Oh, we're snipped. So if you'll see, one of my modifications right here, this I had to attach a little better, because you can see this old OSB was breaking apart. So I'm going to save this just for a template for next year, but I will cut a new piece of OSB or plywood to cover this end up, so I don't have to do this next year. But easy peasy, I'm going the wrong way. And I'll probably just leave those attached for now. Oh, look, we have a chicken in the tractor.
A furry chicken.
Big chicken that looks half horse. If you have met Miss Stelly Belly in the previous video, we're not quite sure. She definitely has lab in her, but we're not sure what else. But my theory is horse.
Pain in the hiney.
She is a big dog and runs just like a horse. Okay, so this should pop off. And it did. So there you go. That will store. You've got these drained, sorta. When you store these for the year, you definitely want them to be dry. You don't want mold and stuff in there. So we'll let those continue to dry. We need to get that heat lamp. Uh-oh. Puppy fight.
Brothers and sisters fighting.
All right. Hop out, Stilly Belly. Thank you. And there you go.
Wow.
That collapses down. We will either slide that along in our barn here by the boat or even under the trailer. And there you go. That wasn't too bad considering all the little modifications I had to do. I thought it would be harder than that, but not too shabby. I'm sure next year I'll come up with some other harebrained modifications to make it work a little better. My wife's nodding her head.
Putting it way up there.
There you go. From the deep reaches of my mind to the completion of chicken season, we made it. I think I'm going to start a little earlier next season. See if we can't get them all done before Memorial Day. It's Father's Day. We're a couple of weeks into June, so went a little hotter than I would like. But you saw in our butchering video, we butcher them down in a hollow where it's usually, especially in the evening, it's probably about 5 to 10 degrees cooler down there as soon as the sun goes down. And so it was bearable, but we got it done. So there you go. Try it out. If you're going to raise only 5 or 10, cut you a cattle panel this size, make you a little A-frame like that. You don't have to go the full 16 feet if you don't want to. The important thing is keep them on grass and move them every single day. And when they get to about 5 weeks, I move them twice a day. You just don't want them sitting in their poop, their feces, because they get those little burns on their feet, and you know, they just get dirty and it's not healthy. The ammonia smell is probably not great for them to breathe either. So there you go. You can go from 16. I guess if you wanted to go longer, you could, but you can always go shorter. So try it out. Raise some meat for your family. 2 chickens, 5 chickens, 10 chickens, whatever you want to do. And at least make an effort in providing for yourselves and protecting yourselves from the antibiotics and the GMOs and all the nasty stuff they're putting in food nowadays, and actually have been for a while. Avoid that as much as possible is my friendly advice from right here at Little Hollow Homestead. Have a great day wherever you are, and we will catch you on the next adventure. See ya.